Welcome back to the show. Today we're rolling out the red carpet to welcome the first of 4 of our 8 contestants in our Today Show home cook competition. Now we're expecting great things as we've had over 100 online entries for the title of Today Show TV Home Cook 2026.
So we filmed our 8 home cook hopefuls cooking to time in our Today Show kitchen, aided by the wonderful mentor that is Trisha Lewis, and it's their performances on those videos that is going to decide who claims the title. So what we're going to do is we're going to show snippets of the videos in just a minute. You can see the full things online, but I'll get to that later. But first, let's meet some of our home cooks. So Gwen, you're so welcome to the show. It's lovely to have you here. Now, tell us a little bit about you outside of the cooking first, so we can get to know you.
Okay, well, I'm Gwen and I live in Sutton, and I love to paint, I love to sing, and I've just joined a glass fusion class, which I absolutely adore. So I love doing creative things.
Yes. Yeah. And cooking, I suppose, is an add-on to that, really. It is quite a creative thing, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
And how did that love of cooking come about for you?
Well, it kind of started when I was very young. My mum was very adventurous, and she'd give my sister Brahman and I £1 on a Sunday. And on alternative Sundays, we used to have to go to the shops and buy what we wanted for the dinner. And we would cook without unaided. And now this is, you know, when we were sort of under 10 years of age. And Mum and Dad would actually eat what we served up.
That's amazing. But it's great for your creativity to figure out what you were going to make and then to kind of leave you at it.
Exactly, yeah.
Oh my
goodness. So that got me interested. So I've always been into cooking shows. I love cookery books. I love trying different things. So yeah.
This is your dish here now. You made a limoncello tiramisu, which looks absolutely amazing. You did it here in the studio with the gorgeous Trisha Lewis. How did you find that? Like, you're in front of cameras, you're trying to do it all, explain it as you do it with Trisha. It's a whole thing.
It is. It's really difficult, and I really have admiration for all the cooks that are doing it here, because they've just so much preparation before they actually come, because you have to be able to show a dish that you can actually serve up at the end of it. But Trisha was very good now at giving us cues and letting us know the timings and that type of thing. So that really helped. But yeah, it was. I mean, it was great fun, but it was a lot of pressure. You know, to get everything ready.
I guess,
a lot of learning. Yeah.
So if you were to come back now and cook again on the show, get to the live element of the programme, what would you cook for us?
Well, because I live very near Howth and I love fish, we've got fantastic fish shops out in Howth. I would love to do a cod dish, and also with the kids in Bracknell Nursery School that I actually teach in, we went for a wee wander around by Howth there recently, and there was loads of wild garlic, so I made wild garlic pesto. So I'd infuse the cod with the wild garlic pesto, deep fried, a bit like a chicken Kiev, and then serve it with a Japanese styled salad with my very famous Japanese dressing, which I won't tell you about now because it is a secret, and if you want me back, you'd have to find out then.
I'm telling you, you should be a politician. If this doesn't work out, be a politician, Gwen. That is the way to keep them wanting more. Thank you so very much.
You're very welcome.
Very best of luck.
Thanks for having me. Thank you.
Now, anytime. Brian.
Our next home cook hopeful is office manager Aoife Cheung. Aoife, you're the youngest of our 8 contestants at this stage. Great to have you with us. I know you like cooking for pals and family and everything else, but tell us what it is you most enjoy cooking.
Well, I like a bit of both. I love Irish cuisine and I love Asian cuisine. Growing up in Mayo, I got the best of both worlds of enjoying kind of Asian food with my parents, and then Irish, your stews and your kind of your roast as well. So me and my fiance Anthony, we love to host dinners, and that's what inspired the duck hoisin cups, because they're easy to make, they're delicious.
That's what you can see on the screen here. That's what you cooked when you were in with Trisha. Tell us about the process of producing this.
It was quite a simple process. All my cooking is usually pretty easy because I want to make sure that those watching from my TikTok can follow the recipes as well. So I made this kind of like an Asian slaw, which is really handy because it's making an Asian twist on the Irish slaw that you would find in your local shop.
But what was it like doing it on TV?
Oh, on TV. The adrenaline was definitely there, but talking to Trisha, and it was like talking to a friend. She made it really like easy, but yeah, I was definitely nervous.
Yeah. What parts of it were most nerve-wracking? Was it the timing? Was it having to talk and cook at the same time? What did you find difficult?
Yeah, and just being in front of the cameras. I'm used to having one camera at home where I can edit my videos, and this was a bit of a different scenario, but really fun at the same time.
And as you mentioned there, you like cooking Irish food and you like cooking Asian food. I mean, if you were to pick one dish from each culture, what would it be?
I make a really good dumplings, and then for the Irish, I would have to say a roast chicken with all the trimmings. Very important.
Of course, if you got through to the next round to cook live on the show, is there anything that you're particularly nervous about cooking live on TV? Because that will bring, I presume, even more pressure.
Yeah, like my dish that I plan on making is a chili crunch pork belly baguette with a miso, aubergine and pickles, which my goal is to show people at home that bread is really easy to make. You only need a few ingredients, and I'm up for the challenge.
Yeah. Pork belly baguette. It's a bit like a sort of Asian twist on a chicken fillet roll, I suppose. Yeah, you're bringing those two cultures together. We've another contestant to meet, Sinead.
We do indeed. Our next contestant is here. It's Shane Tallow. He's a busy dad. You're in charge of the weekly shop, the kids' lunches, the dinners, the whole lot. Shane, you sound like an absolute dream to me. If somebody did all that for me every week, I'd be very happy about it. Come here, when you talk about food and making food, you've a real love for it.
I do, and Mam was a great home cook, so she kind of instilled that love for home cooking into me. And then when I moved out of home, it was kind of live off frozen pizza for the rest of my life, or learn how to cook properly. And I went with the learn how to cook properly route. And it just kind of snowballed from there, really.
Because it's hard to cook for one. So you're saying you moved out of home. Is that when the love of kind of sustainable eating and, you know, cooking with leftovers took away?
That took a couple of years. I mean, I cook a lot of vegetarian food during the week at home, just because I think there's an awful lot more variety. It's a little bit more cost conscious and for the planet to not eat as much meat. Having said that, my dish there was a kind of a make the most of your roast, so kind of getting use out of the leftovers as well. So, yeah.
It's a great way to think about food, though, because if I thought I'd make something on Monday and I could reuse certain elements of it on a Tuesday, I'd be delighted myself.
There's a lot of that in the Tallon household, I will say that.
And you think it's easier, but actually to think through those dishes must be quite difficult and time consuming.
It's just planning the shop, you know, just making sure that I know exactly what I'm going to do from Saturday through to Thursday, and making sure that I have all the ingredients in.
There you go.
Yeah.
I mean, fair play, your kids must be great eaters, because even if I tried, I don't know if it'd work for me.
We feed them a variety of, you know, kind of cuisines, from Chinese to Indian to Italian to Irish, and they're great, they eat it all.
So this dish that you made, it was a pea and ham risotto, is that right?
Pea and ham risotto, and I cooked it with the stock that I used for the ham for the Sunday roast.
Lovely.
Again, just trying to get the most out of everything that I'm cooking, and leftover roast ham.
How did you find the experience? Because doing it at home is one thing, doing it in a studio, cameras, lights, the whole lot.
It was. I didn't really notice the cameras because I was just kind of cooking and just doing what I do. But yeah, it was a little bit less pressure because I only had one dish to plate up instead of the normal 5 that I have to do at home.
I love that.
Shouting at children to get to the table for their dinner.
So you're just cooking for one or two of us.
Yes.
You're like, this is
Piece
a
of
breeze.
cake.
And we will most likely eat it, which is always a good thing, you know? Although, I mean, if you make lamb, I'm just saying, if you're on with Dahi and I, we're funny about the lamb. But what is your plan? That doesn't mean you can't.
Well, the idea is if I get through to the next round, I'd be doing the Tallon house special fried rice. So again, using leftovers through a fried rice. I'm not the standard bearer for authenticity, I will say that. But it's a big hit at home.
Okay, so. Can you give away anything about what that might involve, or what's in it, or does it change?
Chinese-style fried rice with a couple of different bits of leftovers. Could be beef or pork or chicken, with some kind of chili sauce, garlic, ginger, loads and loads of spices. Yeah.
It sounds delicious anyway, Shane. Are you looking forward to this whole process?
Yes. If I get through, it'll be delighted.
Oh, well, you have a lot of fans at home anyway who'll be voting, I'm sure.
Hopefully, yes.
Shane, thank you very much and the very best of luck. Brian, who else do you have?
Oh, Sinead always giving out about the lamb, eh? Finally, and last, but by no means least, our fourth contestant for today, home cook hopeful, Rosaria Manchese. Now, she's originally from Puglia in Italy, but resident in Monkstown in County Cork. What was it that made you apply to cook on today's show?
Well, I actually ended up here because a colleague of mine sent me on the application form the link, and she said, you'd be perfect for it. And then I thought about it for a few days, and then I said, sure, why not? Give it a go.
You're originally, of course, from Italy. Does that sort of form a lot of the motivation for what you cook in your hometown of Monkstown?
Yes, there is lots of influence from home, bringing out the fresh flavour of ingredients, making dishes, for family and friends, bringing everyone around the table. It's always great, and I find I love cooking. It's always been a passion from my granny, my mother, and so yeah, it's just great.
Talking about Monkstown, tell me about Silage Day in Monkstown. A little birdie told me something special happens on that day.
Yes, Silage Day. I feel the Irish culture and Italian culture, they're very similar, and hosting and preparing beautiful food for other people is just such a joy. And Silage Day, since living on an Irish farm, and it's just like an occasion, a big occasion in our farm, where all the men come to work the land, and then I'll just give them like a great feed.
Yeah. Good fun day.
Good fun day, yeah.
Of course, like all of our other contestants, you've already been let loose in our famous Today Show kitchen. What was that experience like?
The experience overall was exciting, but lots of pressure at the same time. Like the minute the camera went on, everything just moved really fast. But luckily Tricia was there to guide me through and prompted me with all the different steps, and hopefully we made a good job.
Yeah, I'm sure you did. All of our contestants, of course, are hoping to make it through to the final. If you did make it to that final, if you're one of the lucky final 4, what would you cook?
I think I will cook baked gnocchi with squash and pork.
What's the secret to doing good gnocchi?
Oh, well, good potatoes. So we're in the perfect country for it.
Yeah, great potatoes. And is that something that you would do for all of the gang in Monkstown and Silage Day?
I would sometimes, yeah. It doesn't take long, so it's just fresh and easy potatoes and good flour and ready to go.
Well, Rosario, and indeed all our contestants, best wishes for what lies ahead. Now, you've met the first 4 contestants in the Today Show Home Cook competition. Tomorrow, we'll meet the rest of the 8 contestants vying for the title and some of those great Shark Ninja appliances. Whoever goes through to the next round will cook live on the show, and that's up to you at home to decide.
It is indeed, Brian. So how do you decide? Well, first things first, you watch the videos, you check out our hopefuls in the kitchen cooking, and then you just vote for your favourite. You can find the videos through the QR code on the screen right now, or you can check out rte.ie/TV Home Cook. But to make things fair, as you'd imagine, the voting isn't going to open until we've met all 8 contestants, which means that opening, or the opening of the voting, there you go, we got there, starts tomorrow when we meet the other 4. Thanks to all of you for coming in. Shane's still here beside me, to everybody. And stay tuned to find out who's going to actually win the title of Today's Show TV Home Cook 2026.